Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Wolf, and welcome back to another episode of LEGO Arts. So, in the last episode, we did a showcase on the Five Nights at Freddy's remake minifigures and figures. And for this episode, since it's Christmas time, I decided to do a quick video on a solo figure I had for a little while, and that is Batman from Arkham Origins. This figure I had gotten around the same time that I had gotten the Wolverine kit from Bricks and Minifigs. That at first I didn't have any plans to do an Arkham Origins minifigure, but I saw this cool kit on Bricks' store page, and I thought, like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get it. I'll do a quick minifigure on. I'll do a quick customization on this one, and this turned out really awesome. I really like how this figure turned out. Now, and again, since it's Christmas time, I thought that, like, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to showcase this figure, since the whole game revolves around, like, Christmas Eve, and the DLC, like, started up on, like, New Year's Eve. So it's like, you know what? This is a perfect chance to fully do this figure. And let's go ahead and finally showcase this guy. So, as you guys know the drill, we're going to take this minifigure, do a review unit, explain the process, why we're this route, and then go from there. So without further ado, let's get the pistol out and get the showcase on the road. So getting a full look at this figure, this reminded me very much of when I was working on the Arkham Knight Mark II minifigure. So the base prints of, like, with this body of, like, the base body that I used was just a regular minifigure that I painted over, and the main parts that were customized by Bricks and Minifigs were these boots, the torso piece, the arms, and the cowl, and really looking at this figure, they nailed on the detailing with like the design for the Arkham Origin suit. So back when I was first approaching on with this character, like, again, they had mostly taken care of, like, the printing and stuff. A couple of, like, additions that I made, though, was using the same cape that I had gotten from Titan King. I really liked the cape design that Titan made with this. And with this, like, I go into way more depth into this one with the Arkham Knight, showcase. But I really liked the design in this one, so much so that I felt that, like, you know what, this one is perfect to using for this figure. So I thought that we'd go ahead and use it. And plus, I think I had done this cape before, like, working on the Arkham Knight's minifigure itself. So I decided to, like, sort of using this as sort of a test, like a test template for it, which turned out really, really good. The printing that's going back more with the printing that's and that Bricks and Minifigs nailed with it is really impressive with what they did with this. The torso, like, again, it's just, like, pretty printed on and glued on onto the figure, but they nailed it with the accuracy on the detailing for the suit. Like, if we move the light a little bit, you could see more of some of the engraved detailing that they went in with the sides, and then, like, and a little bit on the insides between the abdomen, and of course, like, the hips. And hips really good. The belt, nice printing as well. Like, looks really great. I really like the silver paint job that I went ahead with it. Look, it turned out really, really good. The boots, again, like, simple glued on and then painting onto them. I did have to double check for, like, photo references to see, like, how it went and see how it would go. And a lot of the suit is very armor padding. Like, I guess it was supposed to be for early days of Batman, but a lot of the suit was really padded on with the armor. So I definitely had to go in and do some of the outlining of, like, where some of those pieces would go. Like, it wasn't super difficult, but definitely had to double check a few times of, like, okay, is this how it goes? And thankfully, yes, the majority of it was accurate and correct. But I do like the detailing that they went in with the printing for the boots, and the arms in terms of the printing is probably my favorite because, like, we do, like, some articulation with it. These arms are completely 3D printed arms. Like, at first I thought it was just going to be, like, printed gauntlets and shoulder pads, but no, this entire arm is completely printed on, which honestly really nailed it. And looks really cool. Like, it was a bit tricky on finding some good hands to stick into the minifigure arms because I had a lot of knockoff minifig arms, but thankfully I managed to find like some official Lego and put them into the arms. And the detailing that they went in with the gauntlets, like, it's a bit hard to see, but they really nailed it. And again, it looks really, really cool. And now going back up top with the cowl. Bit of hair, go away. So the cowl itself, like, again, really awesome how they approached with this one, and kind of unique. Like, specifically, like, with the lenses, and with these cowl lenses, I painted those in white, but at first I thought they were going to be, like, official Lego of having, like, just having blanks in between and using, like, an official Lego Batman head head. But no, these eyes are actually printed on as well, and and I went in and painted them up with white, which still makes it look really, really cool. And the design of the cowl is impressive as well. I did at first thought I had an idea of making this thing of like for you can remove it, but with past experiences of trying to make cowls like that, I felt of like no, this it would just be more work and it wouldn't look really good. Really good in the end. So I decided to just put this on and then just paint over the head. The head that I did use for this was Lego's official like Bucky head that I used for the Marvel Studios minifigure on the White Wolf, I believe is what he's referred to as now. But from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I felt that this expression, especially the younger and more aggressive look, as well as like the stubbed facial hair, suits very well for like the younger Bruce Wayne with this. And this, of course, though, just real quick, as you can see, it looks a bit odd without the cowl for the paint job. So it's a very nice to actually have like the cowl onto the figure because it does make it makes it much more complete. And of course, like with it on, you could kind of, if we cover it up a bit, but you can. Yeah, but it makes it blend in of like, there's no damage to it. It's perfectly fine. And it turned out really, really great. And this was also one of the few times of like when I went in and painting on with this. The base that I used was sort of just a regular gray. As I felt that like it would help make the black stand out a bit more. And it really helped. Of like, I just used a solid color. I didn't mix up any of my own bases. I just used a solid color, and it really helped, especially when I went in back on doing the outlining detailing, especially around the abdomen and everything. It really helped that like afterwards, I had the same color and was able to go back in and fix up the detailing for the abdomen and everything. And overall, in the end, like, it turned out to be really, really cool. Very cool. And I do like the final results of the overall kits together. It looks like a really cool Batman figure. And that's overall going to be it for this episode of LEGO Arts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this felt as a good opportunity to showcase this figure. As I was going to do it, but at the time I was wondering, like, when would be a good time? And again, since it's Christmas time, and Arkham Origins does revolve around Christmas, it felt like, you know what, this is perfect for it. And again, this turned out to be a really fun figure that at first I didn't have plans to do Arkham Origins, but after just seeing this cool kit, I thought that, like, you know what, let's go ahead and give it a shot. And by the end result, it came out really, really good. I will admit the eyes were a bit of a pain to paint up because, again, white paint on Lego is the arch enemy, apparently. But by the end result, I really love the overall design of it. And again, this turned out to be a fun figure to just do in my free time, anytime, and felt really, really good to finally get this out of the way. So overall, really happy with how this showcase turned out. Since the end of the year is coming up, I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze in at least one more episode of LEGO Arts. If not, then we'll definitely be kicking off with showcases for coming up for next year. I do have a lot of ideas in store. As always, the God of War Ragnarok project is coming along the way very nicely. I have begun work on Sindri. So I'm almost done with the minifigures. I'm still finalizing some ideas on how I'll be able to do the base display port for it, but I'm really excited to see the overall results for it. I have begun ideas for doing Bendy and the Dark Revival. It is going to be a showcase that I'm going to do, especially now that the game is done. And I've gotten a general idea on how many characters I want to make. So I'm working on that. The Batman family is pretty much finished. Just finalizing some final details with them, and also have begun ideas on how to do Noble Team. Like, again, those guys won't be done for a little while, as I am still working on some ideas here and there, but I have begun at least planning of how I want to approach those figures. So again, might not be able to do another episode this year, but looking back overall, I am satisfied with the showcases that I was able to do this year for 2022. Like, I'll probably do a top 10 list on my Instagram page, because there are some figures that I definitely loved working on, and I do plan to at least do an episode like doing a new top 10 like showcases that I've done, as well as like even a top 10 minifigures that I've done, because I've created a lot of guys and I definitely have some personal favorites. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If watching, and on Christmas. And since it's Christmas time, I hope you guys have happy holidays with Christmas, Hanukkah, however you celebrate it. And I hope you do it, and I hope you're able to do it with like some loved ones, with some family and friends. And overall, just stay happy, just stay safe, and that's gonna be it for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye-bye!